Karma. BBC paid huge price for foolish action as letting Rajan host doc after anti-royal tweet. The BBC has been slammed as being laughable in its stupidity for letting presenter Amol Rajan host controversial documentary The Princes and the Press despite his previous anti-royal tweets. A royal insider, speaking, fired the criticism at the broadcaster after they faced mounting controversy over their recent documentary outlining the relationship between Prince Harry, Prince William and the media. The source, who has worked with the BBC for many years, told, "The BBC's decision makes a travesty of its claim to be impartial." Just a cursory glance at Rajan's Twitter feed would have shown that the reporter was biased against the royals to an extent that bordered on rudeness. Mr. Rajan authored a number of anti-royal tweets between 2010 to 2013. One tweet said Prince Charles was not bright enough, while another criticised the Duchess of Cambridge for having a false royal wave. He also hit out at his future employers for monarchist propaganda. The journalist, who is also a presenter for Radio 4's Today programme, apologised for the commentary saying, in reference to very reasonable questions about some foolish commentary from a former life, "I want to say I deeply regret it. I wrote things that were rude and immature and I look back on them now with real embarrassment, and ask myself what I was thinking, frankly. I would like to say sorry for any offence they caused then or now. I'm completely committed to impartiality and hope our recent programs can be judged on their merits." However, there was a widespread furious reaction over the BBC's choice of presenter, both from members of the public and royal commentators. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams hit out at the BBC, calling their choice of presenter ridiculous. Writing on Twitter, he said, "The choice of a BBC journalist Amol Rajan as presenter of the series The Princes and the Press was ridiculous. His views on the monarchy were well known but an impartial view was needed. It didn't examine the inaccuracies in Sussexes Oprah interview. Said very little that was new." Royal expert Dickie Arbiter agreed, responding, "Princes and the Press on #BBC2 revealed nothing new. There was clearly an agenda and no prizes for guessing what." The BBC's coverage of the Queen's Platinum Jubilee could reportedly be hit over a row between the broadcaster and the palace after a TV documentary accused Prince William of briefing the press against Prince Harry. The two-part series The Princes and the Palace, currently being aired by BBC Two, claimed in its first episode that the Duke of Cambridge had briefed against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Palace sources have denied the claims, slamming them as categorically untrue. The second part is thought to focus on the rift between the two brothers, and is likely to delve into the Sussexes' decision to leave the UK altogether. A source told, "There is an expectation that this programme will be worse than the first. There are already plans for media coverage around the Jubilee but it's not all nailed down. Depending on what's in the programme, there could be a withdrawal of cooperation when it comes to interviews or other projects with the BBC." The BBC has already been banned by William from showing a Christmas Carol concert being hosted by the Duchess of Cambridge, with coverage instead being given to rivals ITV. The royals are also understood to be angry at the BBC's refusal to allow them to see the programme in advance of it airing. Other sources have claimed that William will seriously consider further projects with the BBC, and further senior royals may boycott the BBC after condemning the documentary as tittle-tattle which upset the Queen. A source told, "It's fair to say that while the response to what has happened is being driven by the Duke, there is complete unity among all three royal households. You really couldn't get a cigarette paper between them. There is a serious issue of integrity at stake here. There is a serious